You've already watched Perspectives, right? Who's ever watching this? Dany and O'Malley's our dogs. Dany is no longer with us, but we did go camping with her. Mm-hmm. So, well, this is the first time. Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Reflections.
Oh yeah, it is Reflections.
Perspectives and Reflections. We have our Perspectives, episode 5, and Reflections, episode 5. This episode in particular is titled Dany and O'Malley. It shows the first time that we went camping with our dogs because we felt like we were prepared enough to do it. So, Dany and O'Malley. We're almost ready for Lake Somerville.
It was not going to close. And then also O'Malley, yeah. He pretty much does that every time where if he like knows that we're packing. So nowadays we just like let him pack with us. And so he just comes in and out of the house with us. Because if we don't let him do that, then he just bark. It's funny that you did you do it on different parts of the screen.
Each bark was accounted for.
Yeah. Part of the subtitles.
So we just got done camping at Bastrop State Park, and we're going to go through some highs and lows.
I feel like we packed the car a lot better, but I feel like we're one step closer to being able to fit the dogs in the car when it gets cooler. I feel like the dogs are going to need to be in the front. I think that actually gives us more room. And then this can go in there. You can fit some stuff too here, like camera stuff. And then the dogs can be right here. I think everything's going to fit. Yeah, that was such a puzzle.
Mm-hmm. When you first go camping, you don't know how to be efficient, where things go and what you actually need. Because you can bring stuff that you don't actually use sometimes.
Yeah.
Like what ifs. Those are important, but there are things that you're like, I don't know, maybe we don't need so many towels.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but we needed towels for the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Because this one did have a lake, unlike Bastrop. So I was like, they might get in the lake. We might get in the lake, so we need towels.
How did we pack better?
Oh. I don't know how we packed better. I think I had two bins, but one had like bedding stuff, and then one had like kind of kitchen stuff.
Okay, so there's one in footage. There's one you're putting dog stuff into a bin.
Oh yeah, I did have a dog bin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were bringing like a whole extra bin than we normally did, plus like the dogs.
Yeah, so it was down to 2 bins though.
Yeah. And then the smaller bins for like with like cooking stuff.
Okay. Just more efficient. What was that?
I don't know.
Dany, let's go. You hate the harness? Dany loves hers. Look. Alright, get up. Get up.
That's how you had to anytime you put the harness on Dany, she had to alligator roll, so you kind of had to like belly scratch her into putting the harness on because she would just plop down immediately, and then you can't get the other side, and then you have to get her to alligator roll to the other side.
She was a master in negotiating pets.
Yeah. Yes.
O'Malley was it was easier to put the harness on him, but he just acted sad, like he's getting nothing out of it.
He still does that.
And he still does that. But Dany's like, sure, put it on me, but I'm going to roll over and you're going to have to pet me while you do it.
It's an exchange, yeah.
We called it alligator rolling. But yeah, I'm really glad that I recorded that at least once.
Yeah, I like forgot that she like did that.
I did too.
You know, like that was just like a part of her little personality.
Yes, and now it's ingrained in my memory forever.
Yeah, yeah. this with the puppies.
How fun.
It might be a complete disaster. Fingers crossed for the fun. We might have a bit of a delay. What do you think, O'Malley? Very worried. Oh my god, his eyebrows. There she is. We've been trying to put our finger on what we've been missing on these trips. And
It's the dog breath.
It's the dog breath. They're like, we have somewhere to be.
Oh, you think they're camping?
Oh, yeah. We are.
Van reference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
First, we weren't particularly interested in getting a van at that point. Yes, we were. We had talked about it.
We almost bought a van before we bought our house.
We did
do
that.
But then we like kind of gave up on it because we bought the house. So we were like, whatever, we'll just tent camp.
But yeah, that's why.
Okay. He's embarrassed.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ouch. So rejected.
Yeah.
He gets like that sometimes.
Yeah, he's like, let's just get to where we're going.
Yeah.
I
don't need you to baby me.
Mm-hmm.
So for all the other state parks, we've like gone via toll or interstate. This one's like backcountry road. So lots of cool scenery, lots of farm animals. Almost there. Yeah, like I actually just went back to Lake Somerville recently with my friend Dana, and yeah, it's like you remember. Like, obviously I remember now, but I remember from that too. It's just like such a different drive than to the other state parks. Like, it's basically, 2-lane roads the whole way, and you're kind of like going past all this like farmland. It doesn't feel like very much like you're on a highway at all. It feels like very back roads, which is scary to drive at night. But our first time driving it like this was like, I remember just really enjoying the view.
Yes. Both Inks Lake and Bastrop before these were both, Inks Lake not that far from the Austin area. Bastrop, you could hear ambulance sirens.
Yeah, but like stuff. Also to get there, like you basically take like major highways. Yeah.
But this is much more country, and like entering the place also matters too. The vibes you get as you come in.
Yeah, like you're away. Oh my gosh. It's all dreamy.
Yeah, once that acoustic guitar kicks in.
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
This one's gonna be a good one. 99. Ooh, let's get ourselves a nice little shady spot. What do you think, guys?
We'll see.
We'll see.
That's what they said.
So far, I like it. I'm into it. Yeah. Oh. Very good. And there's a ton of hiking. It was like 15 miles.
Ladies first. Good boy.
The monster. Just kidding. He's a good boy. Yeah, I remember pulling up to that spot and I was like, oh, this is like so nice. I like privacy in nature. And so it felt like we had our own little space carved out in the world. But yeah, I like loved that spot.
It's very big. Because some state parks don't have a lot of flora and fauna between campsites.
O'Malley, you'll notice, is like can be kind of anxious, and so I'm glad we weren't just like, eyeballing our neighbors the whole time, because I think it allowed him to like relax a little bit, or else he'd be like, "What are they doing? What are they doing? Are they gonna come pet me?" So I think it was really good for us to have this kind of like secluded-ish spot our first time camping with the dogs, because if this had not gone well, it could have just like stopped us in our tracks, because I wouldn't have wanted to do this. Like at this point we were camping almost every other weekend, and we had that as a plan for like the coming months, and we were just like going and going and going, and if that meant like never taking the dogs, I think it would have been harder to keep going. I would have felt bad.
Yeah.
Like that was what we wanted, was to be able to all go together.
Yeah, and O'Malley Dany ate so slow, so that's why I showed that too, because we would have to make him wait until Dany was like almost done eating,
and he'd still beat her.
Pretty cute. Yeah, she just took her time, and you'll see the differences between
their personalities,
attitude. That's what's really cool about this one, is it shows how different they are.
I really like that sequence, because Dany just sitting there with her little tail wagging, and O'Malley rolling around like a little worm. Yeah, like you can tell they're happy, because they just like want to be with us.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know what the heck we're doing, and this is different than anything we've done together before, but I guess we trust y'all, is what they were thinking.
Also, the amount of certainty you have in what you're doing. Like, we were putting up the tent and they were fully relaxed.
Yeah.
But if you're unsure as a dog owner, like, I don't know what we're doing, they get worked up too.
That's true.
I think. But that was very, But Dany's always relaxed. That's the thing. We got Dany 6 years into her life.
Yeah.
From someone who just gave her to us. And so we don't know half of Dany's life, so she could have, who knows.
She was just like a farm dog.
Yeah. So she was used to the outdoors, but also there's the clear difference between the two you'll see here. But O'Malley is very excited to see the water.
He's like, are y'all watching me?
Yeah, he just wanted to stand out there. I'm having fun.
And then he would go out further and further. Yeah, like just kind of testing out. He's like, okay, y'all are not worried about this?
He's this little baby.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You think he's ever been happier? The stick would have made him even happier.
He gets even happier with the stick.
He's a stick fiend.
And he makes up his own game of fetch chase here.
He's supposed to be a retriever. That means you bring it back. Maybe he can be a camping dog. He's playing fetch with himself right now. He's not letting anyone throw it for him, so.
Playing fetch with himself, that's what it's called. Yeah.
Well, he likes to be chased. Yeah.
Keep away. That's
he likes to play keep away.
His favorite game.
Dany hasn't even gotten her paws wet.
Dany showed no interest.
No.
As long as she could see and watch you.
Yeah.
She just was happy.
And I didn't really know how she was gonna be with the water, because like taking like baths and swimming can be different. Like I know there's some dogs that hate baths but love the water, but she hates baths isn't a fan of the water either. So I was like, she might not like this. But...
Mm-hmm.
We probably need to save him from himself.
Yeah, Dany. She wasn't moving. It's not like I was holding her.
Yeah. Well, both of them were like usually fine to have off a leash, but she's definitely more trusting. Like if she's not going anywhere, that you're not.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because O'Malley, here in a minute you'll see that he was.
Yeah, I only let him off the leash because I knew he was just going to be in the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Himself. I think he's getting tired, but he's not going to stop. You stink like lake water.
Oh. He tries to go back into the water. That was that look.
Mm-hmm.
But then he comes right back.
Yeah.
So
he's a good boy. I remember when we were first camping with the dogs, like kind of our like agreement was either I would have both dogs or I would take O'Malley because he would like pull a little more. But then you had all your camera equipment, so I was like, oh, I'll take him because it's like you have a lot. You've got a lot going on. But then there were some times I was like, I can't handle him, and you'd have to do the camera, have all the camera stuff and him. I know you had Dany there, but it just reminded me of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, he used her as a pillow.
Mm-hmm.
How would you rate this sunset?
10 out of 10. I meant that too.
10 out of 10?
Mm-hmm. I can tell I meant that.
It's pretty good. It's our first sunset with the dogs camping.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about it?
Well,
what are your
like,
feelings right now?
It's beautiful.
Mm.
It's nice. It's a nice memory, you know?
It is nice. So I didn't show this in the footage. I got out first to get the sunset.
Like the regular sunset. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that was happening.
Well...
The regular one.
The sunset without like me and the dogs. Like we wanted to get a sunset,
and then
but I was like anxious with the dogs because I was like, oh, there's a lot of people out here. You know, I'm gonna have to wrangle them both. You know, what if they're not as well behaved that I'd like them to be? But then they were like, great.
But I have a clip of you walking up, and I said something like you couldn't stay away or. Who decided to show up?
Yeah, I couldn't just.
Why?
Oh, so I was gonna stay in the car, and then
You didn't plan to do the walking around.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then.
But then I was like, I don't want to miss out on that.
And then you walked around with them, and it was nice because they just sat around and then we walked back. It was like a simple walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this campsite is much bigger than our previous ones. This one is Heather's favorite. Right now she's airing up the air mattress. Anytime I walk away from O'Malley, he gets mad. I have to be right next to him in order for him to be happy. But we're having fun. He was just clingy.
Yeah.
It was fine. He just wanted to be included in what we were doing.
You have to like compromise sometimes for like you both to be happy.
Yeah.
You know, like he just wants to be around you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not a terrible ask.
Yeah.
You know.
And just don't bring me at all. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Not charcoal again. So that's cool that you had like a tripod set up so that you could get that. But then you're also getting footage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a vloggy camera and then a camera for nice footage.
Mm-hmm.
Because the vloggy camera is easier to
Maneuver.
just swing around and say something really quick. But then the nice camera is, it's obvious why both are needed.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is a little bit of a compromise. Like, when do I show the vloggy camera footage? But when they're mixed together with the addition of the music, it's not really it used to bother me.
Yeah.
The two next to each other. But, yeah. Now it's good.
Oh, because you're you're very good at what you do. And so you have like beautiful footage. And so sometimes the vloggy footage bugs you. Because it's not like to the quality.
It's probably part of why it took me so long to make these, because I had to get over that.
That's true.
I thought, this isn't good enough. It's this, but it is good enough because it exists. Mm-hmm. That's the whole thing. But yeah, the differences between Dany and O'Malley here is astonishing.
I know. Yeah, that's so true. Because he's like anxious looking up at you, and Dany's like chilling, like she's been there her whole life.
What's your goal?
I'm cleaning my hands so I can handle the burgers. That was a cool transition.
Yeah, not many people will catch that. But you went from standing to sitting, because I just transitioned 2 shots into one with the light.
Yeah.
There were 2 points when you shine the light into the camera, and I just dissolved those 2 into each other.
Huh.
It's tiny, but it's fun.
That's cool, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Dany in the corner alone, just
chilling,
just hanging out, and O'Malley all up in our business. It's crazy. Night number 1 in the tent with the little babies.
Her face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little cramped. Yeah, we had like our full-size blow-up mattress. Like, I don't, you might have noticed, like, it wasn't a very big tent. You couldn't stand up in it. Yeah, and then we have our mattress, and then the dogs in there, like all the camera stuff. It was a little snug, but
we all fit.
We did it.
Yeah.
And it was fine, yeah.
I mean, O'Malley has his own little corner over here, look.
Mm-hmm. He's like, what are we doing? Where's my bed? I was wondering when we were getting to the stove. I didn't quite remember like the first time we used the stove, but yeah, like if you watch the other 2 episodes, we were like just cooking with charcoal, which is like fine, but I wouldn't say it's like ideal if you're camping like every weekend.
If you only have one night at a place, you don't want to spend
half your time just waiting for something to cook. Yeah.
I don't know why we cooked the burgers on the charcoal. Maybe the pans we had weren't big enough?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just had like a small little pan, like portable pan set. So I didn't have a place to like cook. I mean, I could have made them one at a time, which probably still would have been faster, but I had also... No, those were just regular burgers. Never mind.
Now we're using the real deal.
It was a game changer.
Are you excited to use this?
I don't know. It's another flashback.
You gotta have flashbacks
Yeah.
for explaining
Yeah.
why we make the choices we make.
It's probably better when you don't have to use charcoal, because that took a lot of time, and like that was more time without coffee, and it was stressful. I just need the coffee to be ready.
You gonna make it?
No. We did order like a propane stove thing. Coleman Triton 2-burner propane portable tabletop camping stove cooking grill. Cool. So that's where you touch the propane?
I think it's gonna replace that.
The stove.
I don't know. We have a story behind
Yeah.
most of our purchases.
Yeah. I don't mean to advertise for anything, but I did some research before settling on that one, and it was one of the best purchases we made when we were tent camping.
The Coleman Triton 2-burner portable tabletop camping stove.
Yeah, sure. Oh wow.
What?
It's my I leveled up in skill too. It makes it look like I just cracked that egg with my all fancy.
Entered a flow state of making eggs now. Yeah.
Much less intimidated by cooking.
Much less intimidating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Significantly less time waiting for coffee. Definitely worth the investment. I remember sitting in the hammock and just realizing that I wasn't worried
About what?
about things. My head was actually clear, and I was felt very present in the moment. I wasn't worried about work. Wasn't worried about what we were doing the next day. I wasn't worried about what we were doing later. Wasn't worried about what we were doing next month. I realized as I was just sitting in the hammock with the dogs and you in that nice little nook of a campsite, and I was oh, I actually experienced a moment of peace. But I remember that at Lake Somerville.
That's neat.
Yeah.
All because of a 2-burner stove? You had time to just relax?
Yeah.
Was that it? Or was it was a little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was the getting more comfortable. We're here with the dogs. It's going okay. Maybe this can really be a thing, a little getaway. I think the stove probably did make a difference, because it's okay, we can do things to make this easier for ourselves, so that it is a good mixture of getting away and enjoying ourselves, but it doesn't have to be too much work where I don't feel I have to make things harder on myself just to say that I was roughing it or something. I don't know, I don't care. But yeah, I just remember feeling a lot of peace there. And then we're in your own little nook and all the trees surrounding you, and I think that was the first time we bothered to set up the hammock too, and yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to make life harder on yourself. There are things, figure out what you enjoy about the thing you're doing, and all the tools and all the motivations, all the actions should support the thing that you love about it. Now, if we loved the rough aspect of camping, we would just put that on ourselves and go out into the woods for 2 weeks with our backpacks. The reason we were doing it is just to have, it's possible to have a clear head in the
Yeah.
world still.
Yeah.
It's possible not to have anything to worry about. The difficult part is trying to replicate that feeling the first time you feel it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't only exist in this place. I think you're capable of feeling that all the time. It just takes something like this to let you realize that you've been able to be relaxed
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't just exist in Lake Somerville in September of 2020.
Right. I've had that feeling since.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think that's nature has a way of reminding you
Mm-hmm.
that you're allowed to feel peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her love for me actually outweighs her hatred of water.
Isn't that nice?
It is, yeah.
O'Malley swimming around.
Yeah, in the background, just enjoying himself. And Dany's like, well, I love you, so I'll come out here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, yeah.
That's why she didn't go in the day before, because you weren't in there.
I wasn't in there, yeah.
And she's like, you're out there, I guess I'll go.
I guess so. I know. I remember, because I have seen some of this, like some of the lake footage before. Not like edited together this way, of course, but yeah, and I like, this is like some of my favorite footage that I've seen so far. Yeah, because it's like my little babies just enjoying things, and like we're just enjoying things together, and like it's just like really beautiful, and I'm glad that we like have these memories to look back on, especially like Dany's not here anymore, but like I have this, and
yeah, it's a piece of history.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
She's only gonna stay in here if she has pets. And you are such a good camping sleeper. And you'll even dip your toes in the water. You're the perfect camping dog. Oh. She was the perfect camping dog.
Yep. And you had said to O'Malley, maybe you are a camping dog. And then Dany also.
Yeah.
They're just in different ways,
They
though.
just enjoyed it in different ways, yeah. Yeah, just like he could be very anxious sometimes, and Dany was like we called her our show dog because she was just like chill and like very well behaved, but she was also older than him. And she was like my soul dog. And so having her there just like really solidified that this was like something I wanted to continue doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because look at her face.
Yeah. Even in the water.
Even in the water. She kept getting in and out, though. Goodbye. As soon as you quit petting her or something.
Yeah.
Even this one, she does this.
Bye, Dan. Love you. Danny.
You're still calling her, and she's like, I just need a break.
Yeah. Queen of boundaries. Oh my gosh! Without being prompted! Oh my gosh! Hello! My goodness.
That's
Really
it.
nice, yeah. But I mean, that's how I remember like Somerville, like just very nice. Like I don't remember anything negative about Somerville at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was very good.
yeah,
They were. Yeah.
they were perfectly tolerable.
Well, experiencing new things with animals, they're a very good judge of if things are good or not, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're having fun. Why shouldn't you be having fun?
Mm-hmm.
And so if they're enjoying themselves and there's no dangers around, right, they would, like O'Malley got anxious when we were away.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they just were telling us, like, all that matters is if we're together
Mm-hmm.
and just loving each other,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Like, don't worry about anything. They're not worried. You see a dog's face and you're petting them and they're just like, what work tomorrow?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Yeah, this is nice. Throw the stick again.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
That, I don't know. That's helpful for us because we did both have the full-time jobs and the Sunday scaries. Not even a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a thing mentioned.
Yeah, I didn't have them. Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like being in the hammock in the morning with my coffee, and I was like, I'm fine. Like, yeah, this is like good for me.
Yes.
Yeah, like something, because I think that's a part of it. Like sometimes, you know, you think back on that time and I'm like, we were working very hard, like not only at our jobs, but like it was hard work to like go camping every other weekend and like do all that.
Mm-hmm.
But we were like working very hard at something that like meant something to us. Like we were like, we see like, this is good for us. There's potential in this. I don't know what that looks like, even if it's just like camping for us, you know, and we never use this footage. It was still good for us to do. Yeah.
I concur.
So that's why like we worked so hard at it. And yeah. But eventually it wasn't much work. Like we had like what we needed and we had a system, but
the system is found in the process.
right.
And you have to keep trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll create a system for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the challenge wasn't going camping at this point. It was how do we get the dogs here with us too?
Mm-hmm.
Because we like it. We think
Yeah.
we want to invite them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and maybe we would try bringing some friends too, camping with friends. We ever try that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the next week.
Oh yeah. The next week we don't have the dogs with us, but we're camping with our friends.
We go try camping with friends. Maybe that's enjoyable too. It's experience and share the best things about yourself, about your life. Share it with people. That's all it is. It's like, I enjoy this. Can I tell you I enjoy it or show you how much fun it is? And it's not for everybody.
Mm-mm.
But I think having a good time and connecting with people and nature is something that everybody should experience at least once.
Yeah, I don't like to use like should statements because I'm like,
Should.
Yeah.
It's highly recommended by 2 people.
I believe that it's a good thing. Yeah. You're the only one who can decide what's good for you.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes it's good to have ideas from like, sometimes you use other people's ideas, you know?
Or recommend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Recommendations.
Yeah. Like camping didn't come from my brain, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I see that other people enjoy this. Maybe this could work.
It's worth a try. Go there, do that. And that concludes Reflections, Episode 5. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Go there, do that.